about learning these administrative components that you may not be aware of. I put another 6 months to 1 year of you learning that into these 3 years. And then I put another 3 to 6 months of you learning in the outside world how the budget works. And you are left now with 1 year, 6 months before you do the actual thing, just learning. Because if you ask us, politicians, when you assume office, the most difficult thing, she's there, she's a speaker. She is not old in that position. For sure, she's still grappling with a lot of small detail. Some she even gets shocked, oh, he's done this way or that way. By the time she becomes well equipped as a speaker, it's 2024, we're going to elections. Because to learn administration must never be confused to be meaning some simple thing, or you are just going to arrive at an office where you are going to be welcomed with both hands. You are going to have to learn these people and do all manner of things, which I thought Justice Madlanga would have done some smaller research, even if you are a junior. Not junior, I don't want to call you such things. What judge, not in the office of Chief Justice, but an ordinary judge.
Yes.
But preparing for this type...
It's not puny, not at the level of the Constitutional Court.
Yeah, so
sorry, Commissioner Malema.
As an ordinary judge,
yes,
who's now preparing to go into that office, you would have said to us, apart from this that is described in the Constitution and the norms and standards and all of that, these are the issues administratively we're going to have to deal with. And on matters of budget, you would have also looked at what happened to the previous Chief Justice and what are the issues that you want to take up immediately when you take over. Because we don't want to hear of a scandal of corruption coming out of the office of the Chief Justice, because our Chief Justice doesn't know how the budget in that office operates. In that 6 months when you are still trying to learn, you know these people of South Africa, already they've approved the IT tender. It's gone and it's not done properly. So, because I'm going to raise these points when we retreat on Saturday, that I'm worried about these issues, that you are going to be this good judge and get destroyed by this small detail that you have not given yourself sufficient time to acclimatize yourself with or have an idea of how you're going to deal with it, because it's very big. It might be small, but it's a very big operation which makes that office run on a daily basis.
On the first issue about the possibility of a long time being taken, finding out what happens in other jurisdictions with regard to the budget, I would say that the time cannot be long at all. I mean, if appointed, I will have ready access to Chief Justices in other countries, pick up the phone and just ask the question, pick up the phone, talk to another Chief Justice. Within a few days, you have the information readily at hand. For example, I said earlier that we found what the situation is with regard to turnaround times for handing down judgments by apex courts. We were tasked by our colleagues to do this, to work on the working procedures, revise the working procedures of the Constitutional Court. Second half of last year, by the 5th of December, we already had a completed document, which of course we are just crossing the T's, dotting the I's on now, but we're able to pull out one recommendation for immediate implementation. But even there, we had to go out to other jurisdictions on information, and we're able to come out with a document within a very short space of time. Second half, by December, we have something ready. And on this one, and if I'm Chief Justice, I will be able to just pick up the phone, who controls the budget and how. Even on the second one, Commissioner, I do not share your view that it would take a terribly long time for me to get around the question of I have interacted with the Secretary General in contexts that, of course, have nothing to do with being Chief Justice, which I am not. And the Secretary General is very cooperative, very supportive to the judiciary. Immediately upon appointment, I would set up an appointment with her, and she would take me through the processes. And I think you heard me when I was talking earlier about, getting up to speed on, I even rattled off a few principles, in the sort of areas of law that we as black people would not be exposed to, talking about inutility, lack of innovativeness, and so on and so on. Things that you would be getting to hear about now for the first time. But you would quickly, get on top of them and be able to participate effectively. And even when a case is argued before the court, you saw this for the first time now, you read the papers, you went outside of the papers, did your own research quickly, and in court you are able to engage advocates sensibly and meaningfully. So even with this, I do not believe that for me it would be something that would take me 6 months, and I do not believe it would, Commissioner.
My last question is, do you think commissions of inquiry add value in a democratic South Africa, or is just a waste of money? Or they are used by politicians to buy themselves time so that they can lull society and not be held accountable? Because I'm trying to think of any successful commission of inquiry since 1994. I can't think of any. Successful in a sense that when it concluded its work and made recommendations, there was serious follow-up and action was taken. There's no such. And as a result, a lot of money gets to be used in those commissions of inquiry. And lawyers just line up their pockets and make money out of the taxpayer, but we don't see results of those commissions of inquiry. I mean, I'm asking this because you were in the Marikana Commission. There was a commission on arms deal. I don't know what is happening, where. So I'm trying to think, are these things really relevant for? I know they have a space in terms of the Constitution of the Republic and all of that, but have they really added value in our democratic society, or they were just used to buy time so politicians can lull society and lawyers make money out of it?
You see,
I know Mr. Mpofu and them won't agree with the money part.
Commissioner Malema, for reasons based on what you prefaced the question with and also what you ended the question with, may I ask, please, not to answer the question, because you say so many ways, politicians do this, and you will remember that I repeatedly said here that we as judges should avoid engaging in political controversy. May I please ask to...
Let me ask it differently. Let me leave politicians.
I had to expect that.
Do commissions of inquiry add value in our judiciary or in our democratic society? Since 1994, have they played any significant role which helped ordinary people to receive justice?
Of the few that I can think of, I cannot think of something that has tangibly redounded to the benefit of people. I cannot think of any.
Thank you, Justice Madlanga. Thank you, Acting President.
Malema. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Malema.